do to help you climb the ranks when it comes to PvP. This game, since this game is a very PvP focused game, like there's a story mode. Story mode's pretty fun. Pretty much, it's good. It got a lot of chapters. Its primary focus is PvP. So, and then also a lot of cards are locked through your rank in PvP. So climbing through and making sure that you are getting an amount of wins for your dailies, because also the dailies actually focus around PvP as well. So without further ado, let's get on started. So the Swordsmaster is more focused on attacks than defense. It's a more very attack heavy class that has some defensive abilities, but you're gonna be doing a lot of quick attacks, a lot of strong combos. Really cool thing. So we have 3 decks that I focus on that have a blend of, offense, defense, and then so this first one we're gonna look at is a balance deck. It's the balance one. So first we got is you walk out with a heal, which is a common thing. Heal 10%. It heals 10.4%. You get more of your upgrade. I have a lot to upgrade right now. We'll do that later. But it helps your health by every 5 seconds. And you can cancel. It's a cancelable action too as well. So when your opponents are like turtling or running away, gonna fall back, you want to use this quick boy to reduce some health. Then we got the common block. You just reduce the damage. It's a two drop. You use it to block 7% of the opponent's damage, especially when you're doing quick attacks, or you playing against especially sword and shield players. It's very quick wham bam. Not need to cost too much stamina. Evade attack and regenerate camo by 100%, and then increase each time you upgrade. This is good for when you're low on stamina. Say keeping this on the backhand, so when your opponent do a swing at you, you can dip and dodge and get cover some stamina and come over for counter attack. You'll have enough stamina for counter attack. Next one was going to be a 2-drop kick. It was very fast. It does 60% of damage, and then 32% chance to interrupt, and 70% chance to break their defenses. So it's a double-edged sword. It's very common in the ladders you'll see. So basically, you can use this to interrupt your opponent, as you'll see in some better videos later on. Or if your opponent is blocking, it's a way for if you anticipate your opponent doing a block, you could hop this bad boy, and you have a chance of breaking their defenses. So that was a chance, and it increases as you upgrade it. And it was a perfect 2-drop. Then we're gonna have some more attacks. Lightning strike, very fast, quick. Does 145% damage. As it goes up as you go. You get this early on. It's a very common. It's an epic, but you think you have this in the beginning your starter deck. 3-drop. Good. It's good for getting when you're up close. And it's good also too for with comboing with the dodge. You can literally hit this dodge and then hit this, and you can do a quick counter attack because you're up close. Sweeps are good. Knock the opponents down. Do 9% damage. Knockdowns are very important in this game. I've seen, because not only do you interrupt your opponent, it's like a stagger for a couple seconds, and your opponents actually are immobilized for like a few seconds. So this can open up for another attack, or you can also interrupt your opponent's doing. Then we have the flurry, which is a 4-hit combo. It strikes 3 times, and then the last one is 1, 2, 3, and then kick, which also has a little bit of damage. This is good when you can combine this, the sweep, and then with the sweep, you can combine this with the sweep and then sweep them and hit them with this combo, and it's just a good way to do it. Also too, this can also interrupt, and if your opponent hits you with attack, you can exchange blows but then continue on. Also, a lot of opponents, people will block prematurely, knowing this is 3 hits, and then you can also go through their block that way too as well. And then this one's gonna be another break. This is another fast attack that will interrupt. So this one basically, this deck right here is basically a balanced deck of mixture of interrupting and striking to make sure that you're getting out there fast, you anticipate your opponent's moves, and you're interrupting, knocking them off their feet, knocking them off balance, and then hitting them hard with the attack. So the primary focus is making sure you have enough defenses and healing up to just in case your opponent's turtling, and then doing interrupts to knock them down to get them to get for the number 4. You'll be doing the 4 cost combos to be your primary way of doing damage. Well, actually, your interrupts are your primary way of doing damage, but the 4 one's gonna be like your finisher, where you sweep a staggered finisher. You want to make sure that you are cycling through with your 2s and your 2s. That way you keep this in hand, and then finishing off with the 3s. Or with this one, make sure I would definitely focus on your this ones being ones that you use. These 2 for the ones you use as a counter attack, and these 2 ones you use as a preemptive. All right, that goes for that one, which we're going to do with that balance. This next one is an aggro deck. It's all about striking fast, striking hard, anticipating the opponent. So first things first, you're gonna have this dodge, which is the common dodge to get you use this not only to get away from opponents, but to also gain some stamina. And also you can use it if you really want to cycle through. Once again, we got the kick. The kick is very common. The kick is we won't see in a lot because it's a very fast and it's very interrupting. So it's a very common card in every deck. I would almost say is pretty much a staple in a lot of these decks. You'll see a lot of the decks if you see them on that go up the ladder. You see a lot of them have kicks. Kicks is a very, very, very good card to have. It's a very staple in a lot of decks. So it goes without saying. It's just a simple attack, simple slash. It's just to go out there, like I said, you interrupt. You want to get out, hit, strike first. So with these 2 drops, striking first, you always gonna be initially hitting. You initially the attack first. You're gonna be initially in the hits first, and that's the whole mix of this. Also, we have the one very fast quick strike. Once again, when I hit them first, interrupt. This build right here is gonna be a very aggro, very in your face, interrupting, trying to strike first, exchange, and then forcing exchanges. This is a very exchange heavy deck. And this is a sweep too. Once again, saying about the sweep, you want it quick, it's cheap. Swipe them down, force exchange. Because if they hit you with something, you hit them with a sweep, they end up, you're still getting that chip damage as well. Once again, lightning strike. That's a pushing the aggro. Once again, pushing the aggro, we're making it quick. And all these, the reason why these copies from the other one too is because these sweeps, some of these cards are very staples for, especially if you're a free-to-play player, and you'll see they're very needed, and it can blend. It depends on how you use them and what your playstyle is. So this aggro playstyle still works fast too because it's a very fast attack, and it goes with the style we want to do. Next, you're gonna have Crush, which is another knockdown, which is very fast as well. So this is gonna be your primary, one of your things where you want to initially start off when you start at the beginning of the game, beginning of the round, or when you have a lot of stamina, or you want to make sure that you're using this, getting that poke damage in, because it has a reach as well. As you can see, it has some reach on it, so you can do some knockdown, and also can knock your enemy back as well, which is cool. So let's say you're getting low, you want to cover some distance, you can hit this and then start covering and make sure you maintain your distance from your opponent. And then once again, another interrupt with a break. So this is all fast strikes, bam, get it done. Very little defense, very little healing, just a lot of attacks going in, being aggressive with it. And then last but not least, we'll call this the strike fast, the heavy strike one. So we have, once again, we have the dodge, which is real good. Also, now we have a parry. Well, no, just have to block. I'm sorry, this is block one. No, parry. Okay, but then also we have a taunt. Reason where this taunt, it lowers the opponent's defense by 50% for 15 seconds. So if you pop this off early in the match, or you see your opponent backing up, you pop this off. Because we have a lot more heavy attacks in this, so it's higher risk, higher reward. So we want to make sure our opponents, these attacks are doing way more damage to our opponents. You know, we also have, obviously we have the sweep, which is a very common staple. We also have the flurry. So our opponent's defense is strike is down by 15 seconds. You want to hit him with this flurry, wham, wham, wham. Next thing you know, they take a significant amount of damage. This 50% damage becomes 100% damage. You have the kick for the interrupt. The two new guys we have is the stagger, which is a slow attack that causes 120 damage with a 100% chance of breaking their defenses. So you definitely want to use this when they sweep down. But also, if you add this, take the taunt, now you're doing 170% damage on the person. It can be very devastating. And then we have the dual strike, which is 2 attacks for 110% damage. You can definitely combine this with the dodge, bam, dodge, hit this like that as well. This is gonna be very good. So this one's very like strike heavy. Make sure you know there's power in all your punches with it. And so yeah, those are 3 ones I feel as though as a beginner and get starting off, and that can help you climb. This is all about helping you climb faster. Obviously there'll be other decks that can help fit for your playstyle, but firstly, starting off, this is definitely a good decks to good cards you can have that's cheap, that's free to play friendly, that you can definitely see some progress when it comes to ranked. And I'm actually going to show a couple games of the ranked one right now, fresh, unedited, just what happened during the matches as they went out, and I'm gonna do them like that, and then you can see for yourself how awesome, so how these things work out, and then you can tweak to your thing, because this obviously is not the end all be all when it comes to the deck list, but it's give you a guide to help you get a little more comfortable with playing, the play style, and getting comfortable with the ranked match, and hopefully help you to rank up faster, get more powerful cards, get more artifacts unlocked, and then climb up the ranks. Because the higher rank you are, the better cards you can get, the better gear you can get, the more artifacts you can get. Without further ado, yeah, we're going to check out me throwing some paws in the PvP with the very decks that I put out on here. Alright, so we got 3, 2, 1. So the great swords, I definitely want to make sure he gonna have a lot of Juggernaut frames, blocks. So I want to make sure that I'm hitting him with the interrupts early. Got some more blocks. We got one more attack. He's going. Ooh, man, I knew he was gonna try to. Finish him off. He's going back up for more. Then with a kick. Yes. Close call, but I got him with a kick though. Cool. So like, yeah. So that's what I'll do. Like, I learned that like interrupts are very important, especially when it comes with these bigger guys. You want to get him faster. You want to beat him with the speed because he got heavy attacks. He's gonna focus on waiting for this thing. And also, feel free to use some of these things. Use some of these like cheaper cards to rotate you out through your deck too as well. So we're gonna take them. Ah! Oh man, that was crazy. I should have dodged still. To the time I dodged a little better. Got him. Alright, this is gonna be the aggro one. We'll focus on hitting him harder. Ooh. I don't like that 3. I don't like that. I might change that one if I find anything. I like it because of the quick attack and it can interrupt, but I find myself having a lot of like it's good when it hits quickly, but sometimes interrupts. Get him. Oh, what? Oh, I missed that one. Oh. Got him. Close call. So high risk, high reward to aggro. But we want to... No, this time I'm going to punch him. Yeah, see, I got to use that when it's close. It's really good when it's close. But... Oof. Next week. And him with a kick. Interrupt. At least I'm trading. If I got to do exchange... Ooh. Alright, I played quickly. Let's say that one from extra close. If I gotta do exchange, I rather exchange blow for blow. My ones. That way I'm cycling through. Ooh, I'm just not the person for me. I can get him. Yes. There we go. Here we go. Got him. Cool. The fast, strike hard, no mercy. So the aggro one is more like rushing, hitting them, make sure you're getting things down back. Less defensive kind of attacks. So, strike fast, strike hard, no mercy. That's the kind of one. I want to get a close call. As you can see now, got the 3 5s. It's very heavy hitting. So we'll see how you're playing. If you're playing 5, I can do that. Saving my... Ooh, I missed that. Saving my blues for... Backing up now, he's out of standing mode. So, this is my... This is more about patience, this one. About more anticipation and hitting hard. Counterattack. This is, I call it more counterattacking. So he just doesn't do very well. It does. And I'm finishing him off. So as you can see, it's more high risk, high reward kind of thing, which, you know, they could do is